Using the Bible that's in the pew, it's on page 244. Page 244. We don't have a PowerPoint thing, but there are a few outline notes in the news sheet if you want to use that. Ephesians chapter 5, and beginning at verse 15. So be careful how you live. Don't live like ignorant people, but like wise people. Make good use of every opportunity you have, because these are evil days. Don't be fools then, but try to find out what the Lord wants you to do. Do not get drunk with wine, which will only ruin you. Instead, be filled with the Spirit, speaking to one another with the words of psalms, hymns, and sacred songs, singing hymns and psalms to the Lord with praise in your hearts. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, always giving thanks for everything to God the Father. And then back into chapter 4 and beginning at verse 22. So, get rid of your old self, which made you live as you used to. The old self that was being destroyed by its deceitful desires. Your hearts and minds must be made completely new. And you must put on the new self, which is created in God's likeness and reveals itself in the true life that is upright and holy. No more lying then. Each of you must tell the truth to one another, because we are all members together in the body of Christ. If you do become angry, do not let your anger lead you into sin. And do not stay angry all day. Don't give the devil a chance. Those who used to rob must stop robbing and start working, in order to earn an honest living for themselves and to be able to help the poor. Do not use harmful words, but only helpful words, the kind that build up and provide what is needed, so that what you say will do good to those who hear you. It was obvious that he wanted to talk. He waited for everybody else to leave and then said to me, "Do you have a minute?" I said, "Yeah, of course." And he said, "Well, sort of thank you for the sermon this evening about reconciliation." He said, "My brother and I have been in this church for many years. For the last 2 years, we haven't spoken a word to each other. He sits over there, and I sit over there on that side. But we need to begin to talk again, don't we?" I said, "Yes, you do." And the words of our text this morning that I want to focus on from both chapter 5 and chapter 4 are words that speak of talking to one another, speaking to one another. In chapter 5, verse 21, speaking to one another with psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs. And then in chapter 4, speaking to one another in the truth. Because all relationships are built on communication. Relationships in the church are built up when we communicate in truth. You remember the old advert for British Telecom, "It's good to talk." Well, of course it was, because the more we talk, the more money they made. But it was true, and it is true, that it is good to talk. And talking to one another does maintain that unity of the church. It does help to build one another up in faith. It does help us to live as the family of God. And so first, we come to chapter 5 and verse 21, speaking to one another in psalms and songs. Now, you may notice, if you were following very carefully, that I slightly altered the verbs from the Good News Bible. Because the word here is speaking. It's a participle, one of these ing words. And in fact, in verses 19, 20, 21, there are 5 words, all of which go back to the first command, be filled with the Holy Spirit. Be filled with the Spirit, speaking to one another. Singing and making melody in your heart. Giving thanks to the Father. Submitting to one another. And all of those follow from being filled with the Spirit. The more that we are filled with the Spirit of God, the more that we will speak to one another with psalms and songs. The more we will sing those songs. Come, we say to one another, now's the time to worship. Come just as you are. It doesn't matter if you're feeling tired this morning, just come. And songs that urge us to shout to joy and to sing His praise. Be filled with the Spirit, speaking to one another. It's the first result of being filled with the Spirit. So the first question this morning is, have we? Have we been filled with the Spirit of God? And the second question follows on, do we keep asking to be filled with the Spirit? Because the instruction that Paul gives here is not just something you do once, but something we do. Go on, he says, continue to be filled with the Spirit. Over 100 years ago, in the 19th century, D.L. Moody was one of the great evangelists of the time in America, and he was often telling his congregation, you must be filled with the Spirit. And so one day somebody said to him, why do you keep saying that? And he said, well, I need to be continually filled because I keep leaking. And he pointed to a water tank that had sprung a tiny little hole. The water was dripping out of it. And he says, it's a bit like that. Living in this world, it drains the life out of me. And if I'm going to continue to show love and joy and peace and patience to others, then I need to keep receiving that through the Holy Spirit. And I need to go on being filled with the Spirit. It's not something we ask for once. It's something we ask for over and over again. And the first fruit of that we see here is that we end up speaking to one another. Psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Now, some of the commentaries, they go into great lengths trying to differentiate between those three. Maybe that's helpful. I think Paul's just putting as many words together as he can in order to say, just use whatever way you've got to praise the Lord. Doesn't matter how you do it, doesn't matter which way you sing it, just do it. But the bit that I find most interesting within verse 19 is speaking to one another. Because I thought praise is for the Lord. I thought our giving thanks was to Him. I thought our adoration is offered to the Lord. So verse 20 is easy. Always giving thanks to the Lord. Verse 19 is speaking to one another. As often, the commentaries don't deal with the bits you really want them to tackle. But I think there are a couple of things here in this speaking to one another. As I said a moment ago, some of our songs, they do address one another as well as offering praise to God. We invite one another, as the Psalms did at the beginning, come. Let us sing for joy to the Lord. Come, let us enter into His courts. Sometimes we just about make it. And we need that call of come from somebody else. Just to encourage us to do it. You know, we got here at the end of the week, or the beginning of a new week, and we sit down and it's like, oh. And sometimes we need somebody beside us to say, come. Let's worship Him. Come, let's just give Him whatever it is we have. Because what is really important is where it comes from our hearts. And so we speak to one another with some of the songs, inviting one another. We speak to one another with songs that tell our story. When we sing the songs, I know He rescued my soul. We share our story with one another. Because the person standing next to us says, yes, and He saved me too. And so we sing. I'm accepted. I'm forgiven. And sometimes again we share the joy of that. Sometimes the person sitting next to me is just really encouraged to hear those words. To come carrying a guilt of something we've done this past week, or maybe last month, or maybe so many ages ago, and we just can't get rid of the guilt of it. Until we hear our brother or our sister next to us saying, I'm accepted, I'm forgiven, I'm fathered by the true and living God. We start to think, hey, maybe that could be me too. And that's what it means, I think, this idea of speaking to one another with our psalms and our hymns and our songs. Of course, it means the times we have the testimony, where we share what God has been doing. It's why it's so important. How the Lord has saved us, how the Lord has healed us, how the Lord has helped us, how the Lord has encouraged us in reading the Scripture, how the Lord has answered our prayer. And so we speak to one another in order to build up one another, to keep that unity of the Spirit, and to live as His family. Firstly, speaking to one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. But then if we turn into chapter 4, and if we look particularly at verse 15 and at verse 25, Paul is saying almost the same thing. He talks about speaking the truth in love. It's so essential that truth and love are kept together. Mustn't separate. See, there are two dangers that we often face in church. One is we forget truth or we compromise for the sake of an easy love, or to try and keep the peace. But we must not let go of the truth. What did Jesus say? The truth will set you free. So we need to hear the truth in order to be set free and to live as His children. But truth must always come with love. You see, sometimes it's easy to tell the truth, but to do so in a harsh way, a cruel way, a very condemning kind of way. And that's not right either. What we need is truth and love together. Do we see that when Jesus is with the woman that they have found in the act of adultery and drag him before Him and say, right, who can throw the first stone? And Jesus forgives her. What grace, what love. But note at the end, when everybody else has drifted away, He doesn't deal with her sin openly and publicly. He doesn't blast and condemn her in front of everybody else. But quietly, one-to-one, He says, go and sin no more. There's truth, but it's mixed and mingled and together with love. And a few weeks ago, when we looked at that miracle of Jesus at the pool of Bethesda, the lame man. And first off, we see Jesus' compassion, His heart reaching out to the man, giving him strength to walk again. But when He finds him later in the day, what does He do? He speaks truth again. Don't keep on sinning, lest anything worse happen to you. Now, sometimes our physical pain and our disease is not linked to individual acts of sin. Maybe sometimes it can be. And here Jesus is saying to him, go keep on sinning. Once again, it is truth together with love. Not one or the other, but the two together. Because speaking to one another builds up our relationships with one another. Do you remember the old song? 1979. So some of you probably won't remember it, or you probably have. It's so funny. It's so funny how we don't talk anymore. Not funny ha-ha, but funny in the sense of odd or strange and sad. And the singer speaks of days when he would sit and talk with a friend who was once lonely, and that talk, that conversation was something wonderful. And he can't believe that the friend would now just throw that all away. He hopes that she knows what she's gone without. Because in effect he says, don't come crying to me anymore. Lack of communication will begin to break and then destroy relationships. Whereas talking truthfully and lovingly will build them up. And that's what chapter 4 verse 15 is saying. As we speak that truth in love, so we grow up into Christ. We won't grow up into Him without truth. And we won't grow up into Him without love. We need the two together. And then we become strong. Strong in our relationship with Christ, strong in our relationship with one another. We become a strong, healthy body, a strong, healthy church. Well, actually, in chapter 4, the word isn't literally speaking the truth. Actually, what Paul has done is he's taken the word truth, a noun, and he's just used it as a verb. So what he's saying is truthing to one another in love. It's a little bit like we conjugate the verb. I walk, you walk, he, she walks, we walk. Paul is just doing that. He's saying I truth, you truth, he, she truth. We don't use the verb in that kind of way, but that's what he's doing. Because what he's saying is it's not just about speaking the truth, it's about doing the truth. In fact, more than doing the truth, it's about being true. Acting sincerely and honestly. Because that's what builds up the church. And so it is, he repeats it later in the chapter when we come to verse 25. Speak, each of you, speak the truth with your neighbour. Now, the backdrop to that is in verse 22 to 24, he is talking about putting off the old self, the old way of life that we used to have before we came to Christ. And he's saying you need to be changed and renewed inside. Let your mind, let your thinking become completely new. So that you put on the new self, created to be like God. And you read that and you think, oh, that sounds really great, doesn't it? Putting off the old, putting on the new. And then Paul makes it incredibly practical. No more lying, then, he says. Speak the truth to one another. In your anger, do not sin. No more stealing, but work in order to provide and to bless others. And then no more harmful words, only helpful words. So first he contrasts truth with lies. Because lies will destroy, won't they? You know, if I lie to you and you don't know whether you can believe a word I say or not, that only is going to cause uncertainty, a lack of confidence, suspicion, division. When you know that I'm honest, when you know that I will speak to you honestly and I will act with integrity, then there's trust, there's confidence, there's joy, there is togetherness. The nervous system that we have within our body is an amazing thing. How the body, all different parts of the body communicate and send messages to the brain, and the brain responds back. So, for example, I pick up something that's really very hot, and the nerves in my fingers send a message to the brain immediately saying, this is too hot, it's burning my fingers, what do I do? And the brain sends a message back and says, well, put it down. Quickly. Stupid. No. And the message goes. It's like those communication lines. But if those communication lines get broken, then the body is in danger. If the nerves in my fingers stop functioning, the message doesn't go to the brain, or the right message doesn't go to the brain, and the whole of my body is in danger and will experience pain. And that's what it's like when we lie to one another, or we bend the truth a little bit. Speaking the truth is like a body that is healthy and functioning in the right way. So no more lies then. But each of you speak the truth with your neighbour. Then he goes on and he talks about anger. Proverbs links anger with foolishness. Fools are quick to show they're upset, but the wise ignore insults. And in Romans, Paul says to the church, when someone wrongs you, don't try to punish them. Just leave it with God. Wait for God. Why? Because Paul knows, the Scriptures knows, that there is a real danger in our anger. Now, of course, there are moments when anger can be right. You know, when we read of a child that's abused, or a woman that's been beaten, or somebody who is treated badly because of the colour of their skin, we are right to be angry. We're right to feel something inside that says that is not acceptable. So not all anger is wrong at all. What Paul is saying is, in your anger, do not sin. The danger is one of becoming angry with a person. Then be very, very careful. Be slow or quick to listen, but slow to speak. And if I may add one word into the text, even slower to become angry. So the danger is anger begins to get a hold of us, begins to control us. And that means that Satan begins to get a foothold in our lives. And that's a military term. When an army can cross a river or cross a sea and establish a base on the coast of another country, it gives them a place from which to expand and take control of that country. And if we let the sun go down, still angry, there's a real danger that Satan can get a foothold in our lives. And then our words become angry. That doesn't work out. That just destroys. Then he starts to talk about thieving and about working in order to bless. But then in verse 29, he comes back again to our words and our tongues. So verse 25 and 29 are almost like two bookends. You know when you've got a row of books on a shelf, and they keep falling over one way or the other? We just get a bookend at each end, and it holds them in place. Verse 25 is about our tongue and our words. And verse 29 is about our tongue and our words. It seems to me that what we do with our tongue and our words determines whether we hold together the unity of the church or not. Some commentators describe what Paul writes about here as transformed talk, not harmful words. Literally, the word is rotten. Now, if you've ever been anywhere near a fishing tank, you'll know what the smell of rotten fish is like. You don't want to go anywhere near it. It is disgusting. And Paul is saying that our words can be like that. When we put others down, when we insult them, when we criticise, when we threaten to do certain things, when we manipulate a situation, when we gossip, taking a grain of truth and mix it with a whole bowl of untruth. It's like rotten, stinking fish. Creates an atmosphere that nobody wants. And Paul is saying our words will be the opposite of that. Not harmful, rotten words. Only words that are helpful. Helpful because when we failed, we know that. We don't need somebody to tell us. What we need is somebody to give words that point us again to the forgiveness of God and begin to build us back up again, to have confidence to try again. Helpful words, words that build us up. You know, when we feel that we can't manage something, we need words that inspire hope again, to try again, and to go again. Words that do good. And his words that encourage. Words that are patient. Words that put a smile back on the face again. Remember that thing from that little kids' president video? You can't say something nice. No, he didn't say don't say it at all. He said if you can't say something nice, you're not thinking hard enough. Years ago, I remember watching the horse jumping, where a rider had to get their horse over a number of obstacles. And there was a wall with bricks on it, not cemented together, just lying loose. There were barriers with poles across. There was a big stretch of water that had to be jumped over. And if a rider managed to get down the course without knocking anything down, without getting a foot in the water, it was a clear round. And what was the exciting bit was if there were 4 or 5 at the end, when everybody had had their go, 4 or 5 of them had a clear round. Now the fun begins, because they shorten the course and you go against the clock. And so the riders want the horse to move more quickly, to turn more sharply, to jump at the right moment. And how do they do that? With the bit that's in the horse's mouth. As James puts it, that tiny little thing that goes in the mouth of a powerful big horse can cause that horse to move in the direction and the way that we want it to do, in such a great and positive way. Equally, James says that our tongue can be like one simple little spark, done in the wrong place at the wrong moment, can set a whole forest on fire, causing unimaginable pain and suffering. The question is, which words are our words going to be? The ones that build up, the ones that bless, or the ones that cause pain? Ephesians is this wonderful letter about the church, about unity and peace and togetherness, being the family of God. And so it encourages us to talk to one another, because it is good to talk. To talk to one another with our psalms, our hymns and our songs. And to talk to one another with words that build up and that do good. May God help us to do it that way. Amen. Okay, let's sing together.